Right, so today we're going to be looking at some up and coming guitar projects. So in this crate we have lots of lovely guitar parts. So these were kindly donated to me by Sean from Velochrome Studios. I'll pop his link in the description below somewhere, and you can go have a look at his channel on YouTube as well. They do a lot of automotive vehicle repairs and painting as well. He's a very, very nice bloke, does some lovely work. So pop below, give him a follow, have a look at their channel, you might find it interesting. He was going to do these as projects for himself, but he hasn't got time to do them, so he's kindly donated them to me, which is much appreciated. And what we have in the box, as you can see, there's quite a bit of a mixed bag. So let's go through and see what we've got. There's a couple of other guitars as well, which are built and semi-built. But they're all going to need some work. This neck here, I believe, yes, is an Ernie Ball. And that should go with this body here, which is an Ernie Ball body. So that should be a nice little full fun project. I believe most of the parts are in here as well. But we may change pickups and tuning pegs and things like that, you know, to our specification and change things up a bit. But I think it did this to match an MG you did. I think this is Primrose Yellow. It's the same colour as that. But we'll probably change that anyway. We'll probably change them all, to be honest. The neck has got a lot of wear. Got quite a nice patina to it, actually. So that might be quite interesting. We could do a relic on it, or we could just clean it up, re-clean it, dress all the frets. Got a lot of wear in the frets there. You can see there's a big old groove in the fret there. So we'll probably have to redress all the frets. Fret ends are nice. We'll see how level it is. But that's going to be a nice job. If you've got any suggestions on what sort of finishes we should do, what you'd like to see on the channel, drop me a comment below. But I'm sure they're all going to be fun to do over the next couple of months or so. This one here is it's exactly the same shape body as my flame strap body, which is on the wall behind me. You may have seen that in a previous video. So yeah, I think it's a bit of a junior body. This is slightly smaller, so I don't know what I'm going to do on that again. He's done like a stripe on that. But again, we'll probably strip it all off and redo it, do something completely different. We shall see. There goes with that. That's a telly. I believe he said this was a telly kit. All the routing's quite nice, but no drilling out for the actual saddle, so all that will need all setting up and putting in the right place as well. Got the old F body on there. Never done a telly, never owned a telly, so it could be quite a fun little project. If you like a custom telly or just a standard thing, there's no binding on the edges, it's just a solid body. It's really heavy. Yeah, I think he said it came with a kit, and then this was the neck that came with it, which is sort of pre-stained. Yeah, so I may change all that. I think he cut the neck to that shape. Probably change all this anyway, sand it all off and redo it all. Fret ends you could grate cheese on. You don't want to play anything on that. Yeah, it's pretty rough, the actual neck, but like I said, it came as a kit, so it's all very, very rough. Nothing's been done, there's no nut. Yeah, there's a little truss rod in there as well. Yeah, so that could be another project, but we'll probably put that to one side for now. We'll have a look at some other ones first before we actually do the telly, but I think that's going to need some thinking about. That one, I quite like that as that finish. If that was all over, we could do that. Maybe that would be quite cool. But again, I think this was just a standard Squire. Yeah, there's the neck. I do like Squire bodies and necks. I think they are really well made. Well, they're made by Fender. And I've never had any problems with them at all. They're always really, really nice. Again, the fret ends are a little bit rough. It's filthy dirty. He's got some very dubious sort of stains on there, so I don't know what that is. A lot of dust on here, but it all needs cleaning, stripping all right back and redoing. But we'll do something nice with that one and that one as well, I think. Maybe a custom paint job on that, I think. I think the fender bodies always seem to lend themselves to a really nice custom colours because the shapes reflecting the actual colours and things. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. And then we have a Dayglow yellow one. A bit of a crack in it there, so that needs some attention. Swimming pool cut out. So could we do humbucker. I usually do humbucker, single coil, but we could do humbucker, single coil, humbucker on this one. Do something a bit different. Again, that could be a really nice project. Looks like it's ply. Yeah, this one's ply, not solid wood. But again, going to be a nice little project. Put that back in there actually. This is the Squire pickup guard and pots. Very large pots, so that should be quite nice. Again, the scratch card is completely foobar, so we'll move that on to something else. But I do like Squire pickups, I'm quite a fan of them, so we'll be using these. So I may use these in another project, the pickups. The pots I'll definitely use, but all needs stripping down, completely cleaning, rebuilding. But yeah, I've usually had some good success with Squire pickups. Those are quite nice. Then we have a scratch card for something over there, which we'll look at in a minute. Put there for now. And we have lots of little bits and pieces, boxes of stuff. Lots of Squire bits, knobs and jack plates, and nice trim, very thin trim. Oh, that's quite a nice trim. Is that a Squire one? Could be. Looks pretty good. Yeah. And this guy could want to send me something out nice. I can test them on these builds. That'd be quite good fun. What we got in this one? Looks like more. I think this is the Ernie Ball stuff. Yeah. It's got the old zebra pickups. They're quite nice. That'd be good to use again. I'll probably put the Ernie Ball back to a standard pickups. I think. Well, the Ernie Ball pickups. What sort of switch has it got? It's a three-way switch. And quite a nice bridge as well. Bit thin, but should be okay. Probably set it up as a hardtail. We shall see. But I'd like to do something really different on the Ernie Ball one. Something really sort of eye-catching. Maybe an Ernie Ball logo on the guitar. And we could airbrush it all in, do some fading and some candies and bits and pieces like that. I'm not sure. Drop me a comment below. Tell me what you think. What you would do. What we've got in here. Oh. Telly bridge and some nice gold tuners. Don't know what make they are. Oh, yeah, not Wilkins or anything. All right, I seem okay. Might be able to reuse those. Do something with them. See, hopefully it all goes into the spares bin. We're going to tidy all this up and give it a bit clean. Got a couple of parts here. I'm not sure what these are from. What's that there? Let's see. Anybody know what that is? What that's from? Is that off the Ernie Ball? Yeah. And yeah, a few other little bits and pieces in here. There's a few screws and bits and pieces. So the other guitars I've got are, so one of the guitars actually in the box is this lovely Ibanez Tolman bass, is it? I think it's a Tolman bass. The neck is beautiful. Needs a little bit of work, but it's a little bit of wear on the actual frets. But I've been wanting a bass for ages, so this is perfect for me. The only thing I've found is the actual screws to hold the neck on hasn't got a neck plate, and I've been online and I don't think they come with a neck plate. The screws seem to be a little bit too long, because the countersink there makes the screws almost too long to come out here, and they're going to come through the fretboard, which is a little bit worrying. So if anybody's got one of these bases or worked on these bases, can you tell me if there's a ferrule or a washer that goes in there to stop the screws going in too far? That'd be quite appreciated. So I don't want to ruin the guitar before I've actually done any work on it. I'm not sure on what finish I'm going to do yet. Probably something quite flashy, I think. Maybe something similar to the Jack Daniels one with a mock relic. Make it look sort of slightly beaten up. But custom painted beaten up, not beaten up. This little Encore Sunburst Strat. I know Encore usually get a lot of a bad rap, saying they're crap, really crappy guitars. But I've built a lot of Strats based on these, and the necks and the bodies are pretty bloody good actually. Once you have a little bit of a fettle and then dress the frets and tidy them up a little bit, they are really nice guitars to play. I've had some really nice playing guitars out of these. Yeah, it's a little bit scummy. You get a tetanus off the strings. The fretboard is very dubious with the dirt on it. I wouldn't want to think what is on the actual fretboard. Could be some really nasty stuff. Probably need a tetanus after I've played with it. But the paint is actually quite nice. There's a lot of damage on it, which I'm quite happy about, because I want to do a relic, and I think this will be a fantastic candidate for a relic. Something like a Stevie Ray Vaughan style relic, you know, it's all worn and road worn and made it look really, really antique looking. So I think that could be quite fun. It is a poly finish, so that's going to be a little bit more difficult than doing a nitro, but I think it should be a good fun little project to actually do that. I know it's reverse of painting really, because I'm actually removing paint, but I think I'm really looking forward to doing this. So this one will probably be the next project we do. We'll be relicking this body and the neck. I've already relicked a scratch plate over here. Just rewiring the actual pots in to make it look old. You can see that. This has all been done by hand to make it look old with various things, coffee, graphite pencil, and a little bit of wood dye. I found this is really, really nice for aging the plastics up. If you're gentle with it and put a little bit on and sand it off, go too mad with it, it can ruin it. But we'll go into that again when we do this project. But I'm going to just actually plug this in. I've got the lead here. I think I'm just on guitar rig 5 with a clean setting, probably. Put it on there. I might have to scratch it. Oh, we have life. Okay, so that's the bridge. 5-way switch. A little bit of interference somewhere. A wobbly stick. That's disgusting as well, but we'll probably age that anyway. Let's get rid of that. Let's take that off. A bit stiff, a bit scummy. Yeah, I may, in fact I probably will definitely change the bridge on this as well. It's set up pretty flat, but we'll have a look at all that when we actually build the guitar. Some interference somewhere. Ooh. Yeah, it's not tuned. But anyway, yeah, that could be a really fun project, I think. A nice sort of relic, sort of Stevie Ray Vaughan type finish. But we'll come to that in another video. Okay, so I've actually got the Ernie ball on the bench here, and it looks like the actual plate I was looking at earlier is for this guitar. But I just wanted to have a look at the actual paint underneath. I think I'm going to need a heat gun on this actually at some point to get paint off. Just want to see if it's actually, so it looks like it's solid wood, because if this is solid wood, this would be a really nice candidate for a candy finish over standard wood. There's a lot of paint on here. just going to do it on the back and here on this plate. Don't matter, it's all this paint's coming off anyway. Let me see if I can have a look underneath. It looks like it was a pale blue. Yeah, it looks like it's looks like a nice wood underneath. That could be quite good fun then. We'll see what the grain's like. What I'll do, I'll probably strip all this off anyway. But we'll do again, like I said, we'll do this on a full project. I'll probably do a full series on this guitar. Probably after the relic job on the little Strat. But yeah, I think this would be a nice candidate for a really nice sort of, maybe the Ernie Ball, because it's a flat face with no pick guard. It lends itself to have some really nice graphics on there, something like that. So maybe the Ernie Ball eagle across here, curving down like that. Yeah, that takes some thinking about. We'll have a look at that another time. But yeah, I think all sanded back, maybe a candy over it, maybe a ghosting of the actual logo on it, so it's just a flip, so you only see it in certain lights. That could be quite cool. So I just thought I'd put the neck on the Ernie Ball guitar here, just to keep it nice and safe. And I had to remove quite a little bit of paint, a little bit of overspray and stuff on there. But it looks like it was pink. Can you see that through there? Like a little pink. I thought it was actually blue, but it has actually been painted before. So it may have been a nice sort of baby pink colour. But I've also got down to the wood here, and the actual wood grain is really nice. So I think I am going to actually go do this, seal it all. See how much paint's on there, can't you? I've got the grey and then the like a baby blue and then a white with a metal flake and then the yellow on top. So I'm going to remove all the paint, I think, on this guitar, right back down to the wood. And then we'll stain it and make it look a bit different with some candies and things like that. But the neck now fits really nice and snug. So I'm going to screw that back in, put it to one side, keep it safe for when we actually start this project. Okay, so I think I'm going to end the video here. I think you'll agree I've got plenty of projects to be getting on with. Drop me a comment below, tell me what sort of finishes you'd like to see on which guitar. The next video or series of videos will probably be relicing this Sunburst Strat. I think that'll be quite a nice, interesting project. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure you subscribe. Stay tuned for more content, and I'll see you in the next video.